The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op,
Hey, everybody.
in affiliation with the network
You can
at
tell I lost my voice.
Where'd you lose it?
I don't
radio.com.
know. Like we're here with Teed Up with Phil and Cindy. But let Cindy ask a lot of questions. We have BB Bingo, Bianca and Liz. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
It's
having
not
us.
your grandmother's bingo. We know that.
Surely not.
It's
And,
not.
We're glad you two could be here, and we're going to talk a little bit about your business and what BB Bingo is. And I'm going to let Cindy ask some of the questions.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, Philly. All right.
I'll jump in every once in a while.
Okay,
here.
that's okay, Phil. We like it better when you're quiet. We're
man.
so we're so happy that you guys are here. And Bianca, if you could just, I've heard so much about this, first of all, and how fun it is. But how did you get this idea? Because it started out so small and now it's so huge. So where did the idea of this boozy bingo come from?
Yeah. So when I was working at Brickyard in Lewiston, it was during COVID and restrictions started to be lifted. And I looked at my bosses at the time and I was like, we need to do something fun for everyone. Like, we've all had a really rough time. Let's do something fun and engaging and different. And BB's Bingo was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it started at the Brickyard.
It started at the
Would you say,
Brickyard.
like, how many people did you start with?
So our first event ever was around 60 people.
Okay.
But before we did that, we wanted to do a trial run. So I asked like 10 or 12 of my friends that I worked with at Brickyard. I was like, I want to do a trial run. The tickets were already sold. The idea was already born, but we had never done it. So I was like, let's do a little practice run Thursday night. Couldn't have gone worse. It was horrible. And then the day comes, we do the bigger one, 60 people, and it is much easier to deal with 60 strangers than 12 Brickyard bartenders.
Right,
I will tell you that.
right, yeah,
And you can
right.
fill in the blanks why.
So
Wow.
you created BB's Bingo
Yes.
in 2022.
Yes.
And tell us about your background. How you came from the service industry, I believe.
Yes,
correct?
I have always either served, bartended, or managed a bar. I was at Casa Antica in Lewiston for like ever, and then went over to Brickyard. And anytime there was a holiday, like if it was an ugly Christmas sweater party or the St. Patrick's Day party, I always orchestrated and headed up those events. I've always loved it to just look out and see everyone having fun
Right.
and know that you pieced it together. And
Yeah, like an event planner.
yeah,
That's
and
so cool.
that they're going to look back and be like, oh, yeah, Brickyard 2017,
Right.
St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day, this happened. And so I kind of implemented everything that I had learned along the way and just used it for this.
And so
Nice.
then BB's Bingo was born.
Yes.
Now, you just recently had a event at Seneca Niagara.
Yes.
Right? And tell us a little bit about that, because I saw pictures of you guys and the lines to get in
Yeah.
were actually around the corner. So tell me a little bit about that.
So Seneca Niagara was our biggest event we've ever done. It was absolutely insane. How many times did we cry? Like
A lot.
I couldn't. A lot. It's like you look back and say like, okay, we started with 12 people, then 60 people, and now we have like a full production. There's 800 people in front of you. It was
So was it overwhelming to see that many people?
in the best way
a good way.
possible.
In a good, yeah, like, I
Yeah.
mean, just because you came from 12, now you're, like, that's huge, right?
Yeah, very,
That was
very,
your largest event, correct?
yeah, very grateful.
Now, Liz, what do you do for BB's Bingo? I know
So-
you guys are friends.
Yeah.
Right?
So I started. Yeah. So I originally got with Bianca when my cousin started like helping, and I kind of just tagged along and then never left. But
She never left.
I never
Yeah,
left, and I will
thank God,
never
right?
leave.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I just like assist Bianca on stage, and I do everything we show on the screen. I click my computer, and that's what like.
So the graphics are...
The graphics
'cause-
are.
Okay, up on the screen for
Yes,
every...
yeah.
So it's like interactive then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because now Phil and I have never been.
Ooh.
But we're planning on going to your next event, which is going to be huge. And what's that, Bianca? Tell us a little
So it's
bit
our
about that.
It's our 3-year anniversary party at Buffalo Riverworks. It's April 25th. It's like my anniversaries we always go all out for. We've
Yeah.
got special guests, live performances, comedians, giveaways. Like just it's always over the top for us.
Now, do you tie in other local businesses
Yes.
to come in? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I love to work with other local businesses anytime that we can all team up. It's just such a sense of community, especially like the
Yeah.
whole Buffalo area. I love
Yeah.
it. So we work with Sick Braids a lot. So you can come to one of our events and get braids or tinsel, and we have
It's like a festival.
it really is.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass on the braids, though.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I want to see Phil with braids. Yeah.
And then we've got people like a build your own trucker hat bar. So you pick out your hat, you pick out the patches you want, and they do a heat press right in front of you. Or there's a lot of girls that do clothing, and they design and create their own clothing and sell them there. So it's honestly it's a whole event. It's a whole night out. You can shop, have drinks, eat, party.
Now, how do you pick? Now, people reach out to you, like the trucker hats and all that. They reach out to you, and then you put all that. You guys put
Yes.
all that together.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, right? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this
that's so
event,
cool.
Tell us, this event is where, when?
This is BB Palooza, it's called. It's our 3-year anniversary party at Buffalo Riverworks on April 25th. VIP tickets are already sold out, and there's maybe like 100 tickets left for GA. You guys already have your VIP
Wow.
tickets, though, so don't worry about that.
So it's at Buffalo River Works on
Yes.
the 25th of April.
Yes.
So there's a few tickets left.
Yes.
If they get on right away.
Yeah.
And I saw that online. They're going quick. And tell us a little bit about the VIP, what you get with the VIP.
So normally we say doors open at 6 p.m., balls drop at 7:30, and you saw the line for St. Patrick's
Yes.
Day. I mean, everybody shows up early because they want that good seat. They want to be up front
Yeah.
in the confetti shower.
Yeah.
They want to be up front.
Yeah.
So VIP saves you reserved seating. It's not that it's roped off, but there's specific tables just for VIP, so you don't have to stand in that huge line. You can actually pass the line, or we do early access as well. So VIP will be able to come in at like 30 minutes early if they wanted to.
Wow.
They also have private bathrooms, private bartenders.
That's the key. Private bathroom.
Yeah.
Always looking for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Especially after drinking.
Yes. And their tables are just decked out in like glow stick, like anything you would need for like a little rave party.
Right.
We've equipped you with everything.
And I saw the prices, and it's for a night out, and this is so different, right? Not just going out to a bar and drinking or,
Yeah.
with your friends. Like, that gets kind of boring. And this is so, like, it's an inexpensive way to have a good time.
Yes.
Bring your friends, bring your family. Now, tell us, is it all ages? Well, obviously not, 21 and up.
21
but,
and up, yes.
Like, is it just a mix of people? Do you get a certain group of people?
It's the most amazing mix of like every human you could ever imagine. So, I mean, Liz is in her 20s. There's girls in their 20s, guys in their 20s. And then there's, 40s, 50s. We've
Right.
had like people in their 90s
Yeah.
come. And like the grandmas, we put them in the dance off
Yeah.
and they're having like the time of their life. And like the mom will be recording grandma and like they're like crying because
Aw.
they're like, it's just such a memory,
Right, yeah.
And we get people out of their comfort zone. Everyone is just having fun.
Right,
You look to the left, the person next, they're having fun. So it's just like
right.
a safe space to just let your hair down for
So-
3 hours.
Except Phil.
Does this event also benefit any charities or anything like that?
We love to work with local charities. I'm personally on the board for Totally Buffalo Cares, and I work a lot with Sweet Buffalo. So anytime we can work something in for charity, we love to give back. We normally do a Christmas in July where if you bring a toy, you're entered to win like a $100 gift card at whatever venue we're at. And like we've had like mountains of toys.
Wow.
And we personally at Totally Buffalo Cares distribute them all and organize them and, take in all these families. So it's nice to see it from start
Right.
to
Wow, that's
end.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
So tell us a little bit, the two of you, the business end of this thing.
Yes.
You started this business. I mean, there's got to be a lot that you also have to do.
Yes.
It's not just all fun and games.
No. I think sometimes people think that like I just am on stage screaming, jumping around like a
Right.
lunatic, and that's like the extent of what I do. But there's so much behind the scenes stuff that I didn't realize when I started. Insurance, payroll, all the meetings, talking to different venues and coordinating things, like, all right, this is the entrance. What's your food menu? You need to make sure you do this, this, and this for the drink list. Are you properly staffed? And all the graphics, running all the social media aspects of things, ads, like it's just wanting to promote yourself on, amazing things like this, outlets like this. So it is a lot, but I love it. I wouldn't change anything.
Wow, I never really thought of that about the drinks and the servers that the venues you go to. But I would imagine that people are drinking at these because they want they're out for a night. So the businesses must really benefit from you coming there, obviously, right?
I think we might be their favorite people,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
We did a trip in Nashville, and it's Nashville, right? That's like the capital of like bachelorettes and partying right now. And the venue afterwards, we have your, talk after. And he's like, I've never seen people drink like that. Like they drink for the entirety of the event. Like
Right.
normally, you get
Right.
drinks and you watch a band and
Right.
kind of hang out. And he's the whole time. We've drank bars dry almost every time we work with someone for the first time. They don't believe us. I'm like, you have to believe us.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, the only thing left is like a warm lime White Claw.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I warned you. I tried to tell you.
Because it has to be beneficial if they're well stocked for you guys, because then obviously the people who are coming are like, oh, this was a
Yeah.
great venue. And do you get a lot of people messaging you guys like to come because they've heard so many
Yes.
great things about it?
Yeah. I always tell people I like to keep everything copacetic. So obviously we started super small, but we have grown. So when we advertise things, if you walk into one in Orchard Park and you walk into one in Rochester, I want it to be the same vibe. I don't want anyone to ever feel gypped. So right now our minimum capacity is 200.
Wow.
I just want people to always be like, look around and be like, okay, yeah.
Right.
We can't do, 40 people. You'd be like, that's not what I saw online.
Right. So tell us a little bit about how many people do you have employed under you, and what, like, we know what Liz does.
Yes.
Who else do you have, and how many people do you employ?
So we have Officer Funderson,
Okay.
who's been my buddy since like elementary school. He is our hype guy. He's
Right.
so important. He's so fun. Like his energy, he's amazing. I BB's Bingo, I don't think would be BB's Bingo without him.
No, you need Officer Funderson.
Yeah.
You need Officer
full experience,
Funderson.
yeah.
So
I love the name.
Yeah, so we have him. We have Molly and Luciana, who also will assist, help people check in, keep things organized. I forget. We have our friend Jenny Penny, who will do some of our meta ads and videography and
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. So we're definitely growing.
Wow.
Now, are
Yeah.
you reaching out beyond Buffalo these days?
Yes, we just did our first event in Syracuse 3 weeks ago, and they loved it. They're like, "When are you coming back? When are you
Wow.
coming back?" So we just booked another one with them for towards the end of summer, a little end of summer party for them. Yeah.
How did they just hear word of mouth, or
So-
like how did these people, or do you reach out to other areas?
The way that this one worked is, it's like I said, Buffalo, we're all such a small community. We
Yeah.
all look out for each other. We work with 500 Pearl. One of the guys that runs 500 Pearl has a buddy who runs something in
Oh, okay,
Syracuse.
right.
And he's telling him, like, dude, you got to see this thing. And then he tells me, do you care if I give, blah, 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 your
Right,
phone number?
right.
They want to have it in Syracuse. So
Yeah.
I've been blessed enough that, like, all of this networking and having a wonderful rapport with all these other bars has really panned out for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're eventually thinking of spanning out to other areas.
Absolutely.
So you would have somebody running
Yes.
the same thing you do here, but
Yes.
and you would oversee
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Wow. One idea, Phil.
It
One
is a
idea.
great idea.
Thank
so
you.
I know you were at the Brickyard.
Yes.
Is this like a national franchise that you guys
Not yet.
joined?
No,
But
no.
do they do it other places?
There's definitely people that other places that do it. Some do it on like a much smaller scale,
Yeah.
where it's maybe a business that just wants to get people in on a Wednesday, almost like they use it as like a trivia kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing. So there definitely are other places that do it, but where this is like my only thing I do. This is my baby. So like all my energy, everything goes into this.
But what I guess, like, is BB Bingo's trademark to you, or is it something
BB's bingo is copywritten to me, but like boozy bingos happen all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, how did you find it? Like when you
when
you started, did you see it somewhere and say, I could do this here?
For me, it was, I knew Buffalo loves bingo and Buffalo loves to drink.
They do. Yeah.
So I said, what
Two
if,
are their favorite things.
I said, what if-
besides the Bills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I said, what if we put them together? And then that's kind of how it was born. And my bosses said, okay, well, hire someone. I'm like, there's no one to hire.
Right.
And then I started brainstorming and I'm like, what if it was like a bingo, like party, rave, like lights, music, like really just put a twist on it. And the further we've gone along, we've added more things. And
Yeah.
here we are now with confetti cannons.
Okay.
It definitely is growing. And
Yeah.
this is your third year.
Yes.
Liz, tell us more about what you do.
So I helped like set up everything for the event and then help check people in for the event and then hit the bingo numbers, help her on stage, kind of whatever she needs, and then do all of, like the graphics on the screen.
Yeah.
So you
Things like
have the sound equipment, right? So you guys set all
Yeah.
that up and the graphics and all that. And do you have to do that prior to, you check everything prior to the event happening just to make sure everything's...
Yeah, we show up like an hour and a half, 2 hours before to get everything set up. Liz also will do a lot of like little odds and ends sometimes for me too. Like, what did you do yesterday? Tell them.
What did I do yesterday?
Yes.
The wristbands?
The wristbands,
yeah.
the surveys.
Oh yeah, we did made a survey for our kids bingo. That
Oh,
we're
yeah,
doing.
we're breaking
doing
into
a
the
kids
big
bingo.
Wait, did you
Children's
just do a
market.
kids bingo yesterday?
No,
We're doing, it's April 12th. We have so many moms that come, and moms are
What?
always looking for something to do with their kids.
Kids
And
love bingo.
Yes, and parties and anything
Yeah.
that lights up. And,
Wow.
so it's called Kids Pop Bingo.
Stop.
So we have 2 princesses, a superhero coming. Everybody gets a little something.
Where is this at?
It's
Where
at
is this?
Buffalo River Works.
Okay, so this is a different. What's this date?
April 12th.
Did those tickets already sell out?
In 24, 48 hours, they were gone.
Wow.
Are you?
400
When
of
did you
them.
come up with this idea?
I came up with it one day, and it was I had everything planned and done in 24 hours and on sale.
So is this your first kids?
Yeah.
This is your first kids. Say the name again.
Kids Pop Bingo.
Kids Pop Bingo.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have. Oh my God! What are the ages? All ages for that?
So we did 3 and 4
and
and up because we're like,
Okay.
you know.
So 4 and up, and then what do they get? Like what do they get when they get there? Like, do they order off the menu? Is it pop? Is it?
Yeah, so we're
like-
gonna do like kitty cocktails. Like we're gonna make it so it's like a cocktail list, but for kids.
Oh my
And we're still gonna have some stuff for the moms.
Yeah.
You know, they.
Yeah.
You know, and so
Can they get liquor?
Yeah. I can.
Because no mom's gonna want to come, right?
Yeah. So Liz did a little survey we sent out 2 days ago to just get some information. How many adults, how many kids are
Right.
coming? What are the age ranges? Because I want to make sure, the music, any little
Oh, okay.
gifts and
Right,
stuff
right,
we're
right,
going to
right.
give to the kids. Like I bought like a 5-foot teddy bear for one of the giveaways, like all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Wow. So this is. I feel like this is breaking news.
It is
Yeah.
breaking
Wow.
news.
So
Yeah.
kids. So you're branching out
Yeah.
to Kids Pop Bingo.
I
God,
think it's going to be great.
I think so too.
Oh my God, kids are gonna love that.
It does sound like a really fun
I'll tell you,
event.
it's cool. I'm a teacher, and kids love. I do like bingo and gym, and those are high school kids,
And they love
and
it?
they love bingo. I
Really?
think all ages love bingo.
Yeah.
We do
you know
like
what I
a
mean?
teen night.
Teen
Oh.
night with your date. Teen night. Hey, you want to go to Oh
How
gosh,
funny.
so this will be the first one.
Yeah.
So how many tickets did you sell?
Around like 400.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I'm looking on your site. You have events on the
400
6th, the
tickets.
12th, the 20th, the 10th. A lot of these are already sold out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, they sell out very quickly,
Wow.
right?
I mean, I'm looking at some of the events, and you can always, excuse me, we'll have information on how to go to your website.
Yes.
It'll come up,
Right.
and we'll hashtag everything too. So, but you guys have events all April and into May now. I saw I saw 2 Cinco de Mayo events.
Yeah.
I'll
And where
let
are
you
the-
guys
where-
talk about those.
Where? Yeah,
I can't
let's.
talk.
Yeah. What's the next one after the Riverworks on April 25th? Right.
It'll
23rd,
be
25th,
at Papi Grande's. So Papi Grande's has like the most special place in my heart. When I originally posted the Brickyard one, they were the first bar to reach out to me to say like, hey, can you bring this here?
Oh wow.
And they are just the most amazing people to work with. Like, I can't say enough good things about
Yeah.
them. So that is where we're going to kick off our summer. They've got like a nice outside patio, outside bar, and yes, Cinco de Mayo, which I know is May 5th, but we're doing more than one. So
And those you can go to your website
Yes.
and buy the tickets now.
Yep.
So I imagine they're going to sell out really quick as well too.
Yes, we just we put Johnson's Landing. It's the first time we've done that venue. We put them on sale. They were gone in 10 minutes. Every single one of them gone in 10
I
minutes.
see that it's sold out.
We had to do another date.
Yeah, we had another
Oh,
date.
oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody I know who talks about BB's Bingo is like, you have to go. You have to experience it for yourself. And Phil and I have never. So we are beyond
Looking
excited
forward
to
to
go because every single person that I have talked to has always said like
Oh, I
it's
love
just
that.
so much fun. And they talk about the dancer that you have,
Officer Funderson.
Officer Funderson, who was my student at one time.
Was he really?
Yes.
We'll tell him you said hi.
yes. The Henderson boys, absolutely. So I always try to talk to my students about, what they do after school and what they, after they get out of school and what they want to do. And and I was telling them about BB's Bingo, and I'm like, it was one idea
Yeah.
that you had. And I guess like my question to you would be, what advice do you have for these kids wanting to get out? Like maybe someone would say, well, that's stupid, or that's not a great idea, or
Yeah.
you can never do that.
Yeah.
I mean, this was such a great idea, but what advice could you get?
Yeah.
Like, how could you ever have imagined that it would boom out to this? Did you ever imagine that?
I definitely prayed that it would. I've always wanted
Yeah.
something of my own, but it's like what? And you're trying to figure out like your spot in life, and and in theory, it doesn't sound like that great of an idea. I'm going to throw bingo raves.
Right.
Like everyone was very concerned about me. They were like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I had a vision. And the more people tell me no, I'm like, "Okay, watch this." Then.
Yeah, right. I'll show you.
I would definitely say it's going to be hard. You're going to have obstacles, and you're just going to have to show like the universe, God, whatever it is, like you will not give up. Nothing's going to stop you. And then you're rewarded for that.
Right.
And then it happens again. And then, you just always have to push forward. If you have a vision, you need to see it through. And if people think it's crazy, good.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea if they think it's crazy. How about you, Liz? What would you say to the kids just coming out of school with an idea or,
I would say definitely take the risk,
yeah.
even though it's scary, because you never know what will happen. And Bianca is literally like perfect example of everything
Perfect
working.
example,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just do it. It's scary, but you got to do it.
I'd also like to say that you don't need to know exactly, like I didn't figure this out until I was like 30.
Right.
31,
Yeah.
and when people say, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? That's crazy. You don't have to do anything for the rest of your life.
Right.
You can switch. You have to be happy is what you need to do for the rest
Right.
of your life.
Yeah.
Something that makes you happy.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah.
So let's talk again. Let's go back to the business. You started this.
Yes.
Did you form like an LLC, or how did you go about it?
We
It's
are-
got to be a lot of paperwork
Yes.
and legal things that went along with
But
this.
that's why we have lawyers.
Right. So, well, yeah. I mean,
Overhead,
there has to be a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
beyond just like
Yeah.
you're just doing the fun things.
Yeah. I originally started and like went down and got like my DBA and was like all excited, and then we formed an S corp, so we have all that, and then having to sign up for like payroll and do all that stuff, like it definitely was a learning curve. I didn't realize how much goes into things, and then you need insurance and you need this and you need that and contracts, and it's a lot.
So as you went along, how long did it take you to start to break even and stuff? I probably didn't, not right off the bat.
Well, I'm always reinvesting. into myself. So in the beginning we'd make a little bit of money, and then this is just a silly example. I wanted to run a photo booth for one of my first.
I just was going to ask you that. Was my next question on the BB's booths.
Yeah, I wanted to run a photo booth, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's blah blah blah," and I was like, "That's kind of steep." So I was like, "I'll just buy my own."
Yeah.
And now there's always a photo
Smart,
booth at the events, and then now people want to rent it out. So then I took that money and I bought a second one, and we had just regular JBL speakers. I've never met a speaker I can't blow. So then Larry from LAR in the Falls, I don't know if you guys know Larry. I had him build me a sound system and set it up where I can't reach it, where I can't blow the speakers. So, and all this equipment and everything, it is super expensive, but I feel like I always want to reinvest so that like you've come to one of my events and you come to the next one, you're like, oh my God, they added this.
It's
oh
like
my
top,
God, they
it's
added
top
this.
of the line.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You're
when
providing
yeah.
a fun quality event because that's how you get all these gigs and people come. And are you always trying to look for something to make it better?
I feel like I'm very blessed. I don't have to really look. It just like flies in my head. Things just fly in my head. And I'm like,
But you are always trying to improve.
Of course. Yeah. Always. I get these crazy ideas, and I always say like time kills dreams. So if I have a good idea, I just roll with it. If I'm like, I think this will make it better, and not like rash decisions, like, think it through. But if you sit there and wait and wait and wait, you're never going to pull the trigger. So if I think something's going to be good, maybe I run it by Liz, and then it's done.
Have you ever done something that didn't work?
Have we?
No.
I don't think so.
But that's a good thing.
Knock on wood.
That's a really good thing.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the BB booths. It's not, those are not just for the bingo. You can also get those for other events too. Tell us a little bit about that.
People rent them for graduations, weddings, birthday parties, corporate events, like whatever you would want a photo booth for, you can rent it and use it. We do award ceremonies for the Chamber of Commerce in Lewiston. They always rent from us. They're amazing. So yeah.
So do you go and bring it, set it up?
Another one of Liz.
Liz takes care of that?
Yeah, so I go set it up, make sure everything works, and then go back whenever like the event is done and take it all down.
Yeah.
Pack it up, put it in my car.
I will tell you, the first time I met you was actually in front of the Brickyard setting up the booth
Oh, really?
during Harvest and Hops last year.
Oh, was I stressed?
Because I was,
Was I stressed?
Probably.
you couldn't find a cord. We had to find you somewhere to plug it in on the street level.
Oh, yes.
And I always helped the chamber 6 a.m. set
Oh,
up.
they had it out on the street?
Yeah. It was,
Oh, that's so
with the
cool.
other vendors.
Yeah.
And because I was helping them
Yeah.
get the vendors in. And,
Shout out to Suzanne. I love Suzanne.
yeah.
Now you have swag as well, and do you sell that?
We give a lot of our merch away.
Okay.
Like we'll throw it into the crowd. But yeah, like a BB's
I
bingo.
love that, BB's bingo.
Yeah.
So you can't buy that online yet.
No, not online. Soon though,
Soon to
maybe.
come.
That's a good
it's
idea.
Soon to come. Oh, look
Yeah.
at here. Whoa.
So tell us, what's the BB Trivia Night? Is that a whole nother event?
Yes. So that again stemmed from having the bingo already. It was like, let's do fun themed trivia nights. So Liz would come up with all the questions. So if you went to any other bar in our area and they were hosting the same event, it's not Liz's questions.
No.
So they were
Right.
original to us. So whether it was like Harry Potter or Disney, like cult classics that people just like absolutely love. And
right.
we'd play the music and we would say, dress is our theme and get 50 bonus points. So everything we do is like we get people so involved,
Yeah.
which is fun.
That's the key.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
the key, having the audience participation. And that's why people love it.
Right. And I imagine you see Liz and Bianca, you see the same people a lot, right? Because they love
Yeah.
it so much. So they're like the regulars,
They're like
right?
our bingo besties.
Yeah, the bingo, and they travel wherever you go,
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like the groupies,
Yes.
the BB bingo groupies, right?
They're all great. All the girls that come all the time. They're amazing.
Yeah.
We've met some really amazing people.
Well, it's such a fun sounding event. I cannot wait
I know.
to go to this thing.
I know. I've heard
April
so much about it,
25th.
I swear.
Yeah.
April 25th
Yeah.
Yes.
at the River Works.
Buffalo River Works.
The-
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's going to be so much going on there, Phil. We can do some shopping,
Yeah.
right? Some eating.
If you can't get a braid, you could get a hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
Phil.
trucker's hat. I want to see Phil in a
we'll see.
I
trucker's
do
hat.
too.
No
yeah.
truckers hats.
Yeah.
No truckers.
I think that's great
don't
that
wear
you
stuff like that.
that you're tying, like bringing in the community. Well, obviously, you guys are from here,
Yeah.
so that has to play a big part as well as the charity. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, if you're doing well, you always want to try to give back, which is
Always.
which is so amazing and right back into the community that we live.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ask for a better combination
Mm-hmm.
than that. Like you're successful, but yet you're bringing other people in. Like that's just
I
that
think
makes
that's
it all
what it's what it's
worthwhile.
all about. A sense
Yeah.
of community is so important.
And don't you think Western New York has that like no other
1000%. Yeah.
place? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Western New York's always been a very giving community.
I think so.
It always has been.
Yeah.
And you're both from the area. You
Yes.
grew up in the Niagara Falls, Lewiston area.
Yes,
right?
Lewiston, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is a great sounding event. I'm going to try and read a couple reviews here.
Okay.
Read the good ones. They're all good.
They're all good. I'm just looking at this one. It said, oh, my goodness, my voice. We had too much fun at bingo. The only thing I'm mad about is I waited too long to go to one of these events.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
what people come away with
Yeah.
when their first time event, and that's what brings them back.
Yes.
So it does sound like so much fun. Man.
Yeah.
So tell us a little more. I mean, you have upcoming events,
The kids bingo coming.
kids bingo.
which is new. Yeah.
I don't know what else we want to know. What else we got coming up for the summer? I mean,
Yeah,
over
like I was going to
July,
ask,
August, where do you guys go?
take any time off? Like, do you guys take any time off, like in the summer? Because so much goes on, obviously, in the
Yes.
summer and the festivals
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and people are outside.
Yeah.
So how does that work for you? Do you get any vacation time yourself?
We do. Summer is slower for us
Right.
because there is so much going on, and being in Western New York, it's like you try and fit so much stuff in 2 months.
Exactly.
And everyone
Really?
wants to be outside. And
Yeah.
there's a free concert over here, and you got to
Right.
bring your kid to the park or do whatever. You know,
Yeah.
there's so much going on. So winter is crazy for us. So if that means we get to enjoy summer a little bit and start to plan, for October and December events, then that's what we do. Because while everyone is thinking about summer, like I'm already planning like Christmas stuff. We
How-
already have St. Patrick's Day planned for
Oh, I was
next
going to say,
year,
how
like-
far do you plan? Like, are your venues already booked for next year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
okay.
how does the establishment contact? They can contact you, and you're, like you said, you're already booking
Yes.
so many months ahead.
Yeah.
So if you want to get in on this,
Yes.
you better get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, we have a contact form on our website, bbsbingo.us, and you just fill out, where your location is, if you had a day in mind, your name, your phone number, and then like a little blurb like, hi, I'm, wherever from wherever. And then we send them any info. And if it's a good fit, then it is. And if it's not, unfortunately, it's not.
So if you are like a groupie, a BB's Bingo groupie, and you come to all these shows, are they all the same? Or because it's themed, you hit different,
We hit different marks, I think, because
Right.
they're all themed.
right? But they enjoy it, obviously, because they're coming back and they're
Yeah.
coming back and they're coming back for more.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Like we've done 90s where everyone is all dressed
Yeah.
in 90s stuff.
Everybody
and
loves
it's
a good
90s
theme.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
About
so
like
cool.
70s or 60s.
We
So-
haven't. I want to do a
I don't go
Woodstock
back
bingo.
there.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool, honestly. Woodstock
So each
bingo.
one, each BB's Bingo has a theme then, right?
Normally it
No,
does.
yeah.
We definitely do them still where it's like this is a boozy bingo. This is what it was born as. It
Right.
doesn't need a theme,
Right.
but I love a good theme, so
Everybody loves a good
I
theme.
add them in.
Yeah.
Like BB Palooza's music festival themed.
Right.
So we have an opening DJ, DJ P Nasty, who I've worked with and been with since I was like 19. He used to DJ my keg parties when I lived in DeVoe in the back of
Wow.
DeVoe. Yeah.
stop. Kegs.
Does
Yeah.
Dad know
Can you
about
do a
those
keg
keg
stand?
parties?
I used to be able
Yeah.
to. I don't know if I
Liz
can.
could do one. She's got to be able to
Maybe.
do
Liz
it.
Have you ever done one, Liz?
Nope. But I feel like I might be able to.
Oh, let's do it.
So DJ P Nasty's opening, And then, so that's music festival theme because it's the beginning of festival season.
Right,
Coachella
right,
and all
yeah.
that stuff is going to start
God, what a
happening.
great idea.
Yeah. And the majority of us are not going to anything like that. So we'll
Right.
throw our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds so exciting. I really.
So now the kids, back to the kids one, because that just intrigues me so much. So the kid, because I know kids are going to friggin' love it. What do you have another kids one planned, or are you doing? Because this is so new. Are you doing this one, kind of see how it goes,
Yes.
and then work out the kinks, and then
Yeah.
there goes another.
Yeah.
Like you're just going to keep growing and growing.
I want to make sure it's well received. I want to really see the age demographic. Like if we need to tweak it and say, like
5 and up or
15
6 and up.
and over, it doesn't
Yeah.
work for them. I don't want people to waste their money. I want them to come
Right.
and have fun.
Right.
So I want to see how this one goes, tweak, and then do it again. Because people are constantly messaging us, emailing us. We have a wait list open in case anybody, anything falls through. It's like 5 pages long already of people trying to come to this one.
Right.
So we
Now
have,
this sold out right away.
it was like 2 days.
Okay,
gone.
and this is how many people? How
around
many
like
kids?
400.
400. That's
Yeah.
huge. That's quite a test.
Wow.
I think the
Yeah.
kids are going to love it.
It's
I
remarkable.
can't wait to see how that turns out.
It's just a remarkable business that you started.
Thank you.
It is.
From
It's
the ground up.
amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm in awe.
testament to your, tenacity and
Right.
perseverance.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's very inspiring.
Very inspiring.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I want to do something now. I want to do something.
We are. We
I
started.
want to do something. Yeah.
Wait a minute, we started teeing up with Phil and Cindy.
But I want to get like 800 people,
Well,
I
we have plans coming
You
up.
will.
Yeah, I
you
wanna
got to
know.
start somewhere.
I don't think
You
we're
do
going to
have
have
to
800
start
people.
somewhere.
which
I
is
know, but oh my
worth
God,
it.
that just
But
is.
we have plans
that's
on
crazy.
expanding and doing other things.
Yes,
don't
we do. Yeah, we
You guys
do.
will have a huge audience in
Yeah.
no time.
Well, we hope so.
I know
We
it.
do
That's what we're
hope
going
so.
for. I know.
I know it.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's just a remarkable story
It is.
that you have started to tell. I know there's more to come.
Yes.
Hopefully, the next time I see you, my voice will be better too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe how bad it is today, and I apologize. Tell us again, April.
April 25th, Buffalo River Works. VIP tickets are sold out, so 100,
there's still other
100 GA left, general
Right.
admission. If you want to go get them, because then you're going to email me a week before and ask if there's tickets, and
Right.
they're going to be sold out.
Right.
So just get them now.
And what a great activity, or I don't, it is an activity. Instead of just going out to a bar, like that
Right.
gets so boring.
Well, that's something I noticed is everyone at a bar is like this.
yeah, on their phones. It's
They're
like
not
the kids
in-
at school and they're right next to each other.
But people say the kids.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
There's people 50
Yeah,
ignoring
put the
their
damn phone
husband,
down,
wife, their
right.
friends, and everyone is so
Yeah.
sucked into this. And that was another thing when starting this. I was like, I want people engaged.
Yeah.
I want them to be having so much fun that they're not
not gonna
even
pick up their
thinking
phone.
about texting or Facebook. Like, who cares?
See,
you
I think
know?
that's-
Let's live in the moment and have fun.
Yeah, that's huge because everyone's attached
And that
to
is
their
what
phones.
everybody does. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I
Jesus.
looked around when I was bartending one night and I was like, this
Yeah.
is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, no one is even having fun.
That's the
Like,
that's
right.
the-
Everybody's sitting there like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And they're
And
their
it-
friends right next to them.
Yeah.
And you're texting them, hey, you want another drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I don't do that, but
I just think it's just something fun, whether you're on a date or
Mm-hmm.
you're with your friends or, whatever. It's just something just so different to do.
And guys, you can come to Boozy Bingo. I don't know why there's this weird stigma sometimes that they think it's a girl's thing.
Yeah, I would
It's
think it
for
yes,
everyone.
100%.
Everyone.
Yeah, Phil's going.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a guy.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you both for coming on.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
It's
you
been
guys. It's
wonderful
been an
having
absolute
you here.
joy. Thank you.
Again, go to their website
Yeah.
to get your tickets
Yeah. Right.
for the next coming up event.
And there's many events you can still
Right, there's a
buy
lot of
tickets
events
for.
coming
So,
up.
Cinco
all
de
the way
Mayo.
to Cinco
yeah,
de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Got to find one that's not sold out.
Yeah.
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 You know.
So you have to act quick.
Right. You
You
got
have
get
to
them
be
now.
quick.
Yeah.
When you know the event, you do it. And they can also follow BB's Bingo on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, so then you can know, and we'll have it up here on ours.
Right.
This way you see it, you
Right.
click, and you buy the tickets. So reasonable.
Yes.
So
and
reasonable.
we'll have all their information up. I'm going to do a little plug. Jesus Christ Superstar at the NAC coming up next weekend and the weekend after.
Are you Jesus, Phil?
No. God.
Okay.
I shouldn't say it. I need it.
What are you in the? What are you, Phil?
I'm King Herod, but I can't sing right now.
King who?
King Herod.
King Herod.
King Herod.
And I'm doing Herod's song.
All
But
right.
that comes up
Phil, we're gonna come
the
see you.
first week of April.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, next week's opening night. I hope my voice is back. And then
I hope so,
the next
too.
weekend on the Friday and Saturday. So come out to the NAC and attend Jesus Christ Superstar. Again, thank you both for being here.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, guys.
BB's Bingo.
Baseball,
Thank you for having
baseball
us.
opened. I got my Giants
Oh,
shirt,
boy.
my Giants
Oh,
stuff
the
on.
baseball.
Okay.
Baseball.
Baseball this week, opening day. I love baseball. Thank you, Cindy.
Go sports.
A great show again.
Always a great one, Phil.
I'm sorry that you had to carry. I can't talk.
I'm used to it.
Maybe I should be more. I should be quiet more often. Huh?
Yeah, we might tape you about that.
Thank you.
kind of
Thank you again.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
Everybody.
us.
Thank you.
Tune in, subscribe,
Tune in,
subscribe,
yes.
subscribe.
Yes.
See us on Instagram. Where else are we at?
We are everywhere, Phil.
We're everywhere.
You just gotta just punch in Tee It Up with Phil and Cindy. There we are.
Wonderful.
You know?
But make sure you subscribe. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
That was good.